I'm ready when you are.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You sure?
My lip's okay. It's a little bulging, but it's okay.
You're fine. Okay, you ready?
I'm surviving.
1, 2, 3. Good evening, and welcome to Big News with John and Greg. We are your hosts this evening. We're here by our beautiful fire. We just had a very nice dinner, some salmon, some rice,
Delicious.
broccoli and peas.
Excellent, Chef.
Right?
Chef du jour.
You had a nice beer,
Yes, I did.
Hummingbird beer.
Hummingbird.
And we're here
Good
talking.
local German beer.
Yes, it's a good local German beer.
Yes.
How you been doing, man?
I've been doing great there, my friend. You've been exploring the world again.
Yes, I got stuck in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Yes. Well, at least it's warm this time of year.
73 degrees.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
I mean, people actually pay money to go down there and spend time there. So there you go.
Well, I had to pay
Yeah.
for my room.
You kind of made a vacation out of
I
your little excursion, right?
I did. But you know, I actually got bored in St. Petersburg.
That's kind of, I don't know if I'm going to say it's tough, but I mean, it kind of is, right? There's a lot to do.
There's plenty to do,
Uh-huh.
and I just see it as like a first world problem.
Yeah.
Like a rich person's problem. Even though I'm not rich,
Right.
like a rich person's
Well,
problem.
anybody in America that has a house is not doing too poorly.
Exactly.
Yes.
Because there are some people in the world that we know
Yes.
that doesn't have a house. They had a house,
Yes.
but it got blown up by the Russians,
Yes. That's rough.
and they're making do with what they've got.
Yes, as we spoke in our last joint.
To
Big
me,
News with
these are
John
the
and Greg.
real brave people, the real heroes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, we got a cushy life.
Yes,
Most
compared.
Americans do. That's why they whine and complain about everything so much. Honestly, it's too good.
Yes.
Why do immigrants love coming here? Because it's good.
Because an immigrant can take chicken shit and turn it into chicken salad.
Right. Because they actually dealt with real turmoil and crazy shit half the time.
They know what pain is.
Yeah, we're spoiled rotten here.
Spoiled rotten.
It's true. We are.
But
But that doesn't mean we're not cool and not good people.
we're cool and good people, right? And
Yeah.
but if you want to give me some privilege, I'll take it.
Sure. Well,
I'll take the privilege.
Who wouldn't? You're a fool.
I'll ride on it. I'll
Yeah.
ride on the privilege.
Yeah, right. Who
If
wouldn't?
I've got some privilege, I'll get on that horse and ride it.
That was profound. Get on a horse and ride it.
Get on the horse and ride it.
You're good at stuff like that.
Ride that bitch. So what's going on in your world, John? It's been maybe 2 or 3 weeks since we've done the show.
2.5 weeks, something like that. Yeah, maybe 3.
What's happening in your world?
Well,
In John's world.
I work retail. We're busy as fuck. Pardon for the cursing. We are busy.
You can curse. It's okay.
Yeah, it's YouTube.
It's Channel 8. This is going to be on TV.
Yeah. So
It
yeah.
comes on right after Knight Rider.
So in my normal, most of the year I get every other Sunday off. But like this past Sunday was the first Sunday I've had off in like a month and a half or something. I'm working 6 days a week. It's busy.
Christmas time.
It's Christmas time, the holidays.
Christmas
Yeah,
shoes.
it's good. It's good. Yeah, it's amazing to me how many people buy shoes for Christmas for people. But it works. I mean, especially a lot of it's though like things like Ugg boots and slippers and house shoes.
If I were to buy some shoes for somebody for Christmas, I would buy some nice gray house shoes with some flowers on them.
Flowers. Is
Yes.
that some German inspired thing? They like. They
Yeah,
like flowers,
something nice.
some embroidery.
For a pretty girl, nice shoes for a pretty girl. For me,
Right.
that's what I would
Right.
do.
Yeah, like we actually carry some German Haflanger. It's a German brand we carry. They're not made in Germany, but they do those boiled wool things. Interestingly enough, their sandals were being made in Ukraine before Putin invaded there.
Really? Where in Ukraine? Do you know?
I do not know where the town. It just says made in Ukraine.
Really?
Yes, Haflanger, German company. Just the sandals, like
made,
some summer
made in
stuff.
Ukraine.
Yeah.
Can you look on your iPad and see where they're from?
I mean, like the town where Hoflinger's based.
In Ukraine.
I don't. No, I don't. They would not
okay.
have. They would not locate the factory, but I could probably tell you where Hoflinger, the company, is based in Germany.
Okay.
But that would not tell me where the factory in Ukraine.
In Ukraine.
I doubt it.
Hoflinger shoes, Ukraine.
I mean,
see what that brought back.
We could try looking something up here. Let's see.
Well, man, I'm gonna tell you.
You talk while I'm looking up.
I'll talk. So tacos are selling well. Been selling lots of tacos. Oh, I can tell you something cool that happened. I was flying back from St. Petersburg, and on my way to Greensboro, my vacuum pump went out. So I lost my vertical and lateral guidance on my airplane. So I'm in the clouds. I didn't know if I was upside down or not. So I put my iPad on top. And I'll see if I can pull up what I had here. And I was able to get some guidance with my iPad because my iPad syncs with my Garmin 750. And I use my iPad, this right here. I use this right here to fly.
Oh, no way. Super cool.
Yeah, there it is on TV.
That's awesome.
So I use this to fly. I put it on the dash and I just looked at this.
Well, that's very creative.
And I flew.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
That's really impressive. What's that app called?
Garmin Pilot.
Oh, it's Garmin Pilot. Okay.
Yeah.
You did say
Best
that.
$1,000 ever spent in my life.
Yeah. Well, what
Isn't
it
that
does,
crazy?
it doesn't say where the factory in Ukraine is. In fact, it says that some are still made in Germany. I guess if you're in Europe, maybe they're made in Germany. All the ones that come over here are made in other countries. But it does say that they are based in Goslar, Germany. Goslar, Germany.
Goslar.
Goslar. Do you know what that is?
I don't.
That's what it says. Goslar.
Where in Germany is that? Do you have a map?
I'm going to look it up.
Can you tell me? Is it
Man,
north, south, east?
Goslar is a historic town in Lower Saxony, Germany.
Eastern Germany.
It is the administrative center, the district of Goslar, located in the northwestern slopes of the Harz mountain range. The old town of Goslar and the mines of the Ramsberg.
What town is it from that America would be familiar with? Is it close to like Berlin?
I'm gonna see if I can get it. It's got. I'm gonna search
Hanover.
I'm gonna search the web and see if it gives me town in Germany. Okay, population 50,000.
You can't find a map.
This is what I'm looking for here.
This is the problem when you're doing a show with a guy over 50. This is the problem when you do a show with a guy over 55. He can't find anything on his iPhone.
No, I mean I got it right here. I mean, you want to see?
Yeah.
Look. You know Germany better than me.
Yeah. Okay. So this is it right here. So it's by Hanover.
Okay.
And who's from Hanover? The Scorpions.
I did not know that.
Yes.
I knew they were German.
The Scorpions are from Hanover.
I did not know that.
Yes. Okay. So they're made close to Hanover. Cool.
Well, they're based there, and apparently they make some there. But all the stuff we get is made in either Romania or Ukraine previous to the war.
Okay. All right.
So probably different production for export. Maybe.
So what else is going on with you?
So
your dad just had a birthday.
Yeah, Dad turned 82.
82.
Yep. And you weren't invited to the party.
I was not. I was there,
You
though.
were there.
I was a few miles away.
Yep. But we didn't find out in time, though. I maybe could have arranged something. It was a party of 4 at the restaurant.
I have a question for you, an on-air question.
Uh-huh.
Not to be confused with the pop quiz.
Okay. Darn, I thought you were going to salvage me from that.
No, you always get the pop quiz. Yes, because you always mess it up. So when you...
It says the first one, Rush.
Right, Rush. So when you get your inheritance, are you going to take care of your friend Greg?
Don't have much of an inheritance, but I'd be happy to help if there is.
You know you're getting something.
I have no idea though.
I mean, the apartment in the tower doesn't go to the state.
No, but Beth owns a third of it. So, I mean,
You
she's
cash
10
her
years,
out.
She's 12 years younger. I mean, who knows?
She's 12 years younger than
My dad.
your dad, not you.
Yeah, 12 years younger than my dad.
Okay.
So, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if it's enough money, I'll hook you up, brother. But you're doing pretty good on your own.
I mean, hey.
You got your own airplane.
Like I said.
Get your own restaurant.
Any privilege I can get, I'll take. I'm not too proud.
Be happy to hook you up if I got something. If I got something. I don't know
okay.
I don't know what I end up with.
I got it on tape.
Yeah.
It's on tape. It's going to be on TV.
I don't expect much, though.
This is coming on right after Knight Rider.
Yeah, I don't expect much.
This comes on in between Knight Rider and Airwolf.
I figured Dad will give most of it away to some charity or something.
To QAnon?
I don't know. But seriously, I have no idea. I don't expect much.
It's
the reality.
But you know what, though? I've always felt that, I
mean, he's definitely worth more than I will ever probably make.
But you know what? I've always admired you because even though your father is fortunate,
mm-hmm.
you have never, ever tried to capitalize on his fortune.
No. If I'm hanging with him, he
He pays.
Pays and stuff.
He pays for dinner.
I try to pay for stuff, and every once in a while he'll let me.
Right. But I think that's cool that you, because for the longest time I never knew. I had to actually ask you. You probably don't remember when I asked you, but I actually asked you, and I remember the moment.
I just vaguely maybe remember something, but not specifically.
And that's when you told me, Google his name, look him up, this, that, and the other.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah, it was in the parking lot of the taqueria.
Yeah, that was quite a while ago.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
So that's cool that you're able to, that you never,
yeah.
You're not a dick.
No, not at all. I love my dad. Whatever he does is what he does. I don't expect a thing.
So you'll be poor with me.
Yeah, we're both poor. We just talked about how we're not poor. But we would, or we're not going to be. Now, my buddy Henry, he's on a boat coming back from his trip around Africa. Literally, he gets back on the 20th, flies up and spends it with his sister in New Jersey. And he lives extremely frugally, though. I mean, he has like a 2-bedroom apartment. He's actually paying more now to help his sister out. In New Jersey, he's paying for her rent.
I have a question for you about Henry.
Okay.
Since we haven't said his last name, does he watch this show?
Every once in a while, probably. But not while he's traveling. He has watched it.
He has watched it?
Yes. He likes it.
Is he a virgin?
No.
He's not a virgin?
Not at all.
Really?
No. Man, I tell you, one time I was up visiting him in New Jersey, he had a big party, man. He had like a little harem going on.
Good.
I know he's so nerdy, it's hard to believe.
Right. So he's a sleeper.
That's
what I call a sleeper.
I will say he's had his moments. Now, he's not like a womanizer by any means. I mean, he's not out flirting and stuff, but he's definitely had his time. And I also know about some other women he's had that were like lunatics, and we won't share that with the world. Oh, it's news time.
It's news time.
Very good.
Are you ready?
I am.
You're not going to believe this. Are you ready?
Does the title of our particular episodes tell us something about
German coup d'etat?
German coup d'etat.
German coup d'etat.
See, I kind of heard this, and I'm so busy I forgot about it. Thank you for bringing this to attention.
I think it's important.
It is important.
So here's what happened. There's this guy. His name is.
He's named himself after a king.
Henrik the 13th, Prince Ruth.
Yeah.
Ruth.
He thinks he's some lineage to the monarchy.
From 1918, they ended the monarchy.
Yeah.
Started democracy. Okay.
Yep.
In his head.
In World War One.
Right. In his head, his family still is in the throne.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
So here's what's happened. Fast forward to 2022.
Imply something?
QAnon, watch this. QAnon's a part of this.
Okay.
They caught on to what was happening in America. QAnon, they have more threads in German than in any other language.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yes.
Wow.
So
Germany, nuts.
Germany has caught on to
Sorry
this.
if any of our viewers are QAnoners. I know we only got, we're up to 35 or something like that.
We had 40 for about an hour, and somebody deleted us.
Oh.
Why?
Because they heard we don't like QAnon.
Right. So if you're QAnon,
we're sorry.
We're sorry. No, I'm not sorry.
I'm sorry that you're going to leave us. I like our 40. I like having 40.
We're desperate, so if you're a QAnon psycho,
please stay with us.
Stay with us, because we just need some numbers right now.
We need numbers.
Let us get to 100, then you can start deleting us.
You can bail on us then.
Yeah, you can bail on us. Otherwise, we'll take anything we can get. Right. So this guy, Heinrich the 13th, got a group of people, including district attorneys and judges.
Oh, wow.
Okay?
Yeah.
And they had this whole government, like over 100 people. They had this whole government sketched out. And they were going to take control of the government. And they're going to have their governors, their mayors. He was going to be the...
It's going to be like a monastic parliament.
He would be like Prince Philip or whatever that bloke is called.
Right.
King Philip now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, over in England. Yeah, UK.
Right. And then so...
King Philip.
And then...
But really, that's just ceremonial shit. They don't really meddle with stuff.
But this guy,
he wanted to meddle.
Yeah.
He wanted to run shit.
Yeah. So then the police got involved.
Okay.
And arrested hundreds of people. So this shit's not happening.
This is a big group. Yeah.
Yes. So at the same exact time, the president of Peru tried to change the Constitution.
Oh, I heard that.
Yes.
So he can stay in office.
Stay in office forever.
Yes.
In perpetuity.
Yes. I saw that.
Yes.
Yes, that was the same week.
And then he got arrested that same day. They said, fuck that. They arrested him. Yeah. The vice president, who's the female, said, I'm the president now. We're going to do it the right way.
Their version of the 25th Amendment.
Right. So.
Look it up.
25th Amendment. They were thinking about doing that for Trump.
Yes, they were.
Yes. So, she saved the day. They arrested him that day. The police that day went and arrested over 100 people in Germany for this coup. They're not fucking around.
No.
But watch this. In America, on January 6th, the police, security guards, let the people storm the Capitol. Break windows, get in the building, graffiti, vandalism.
I think they were undermanned, sort of. I mean, it does look, if you see the videos, they do kind of sort of let them through, because I don't think they realized what the intent was. I mean, I really don't think that they realized what these
If there's police lines and you break them, then you're the police.
Yeah, I know. I think they were undermanned.
They were undermanned, underprepared.
Yeah.
And the commander-in-chief condoned it.
100%. He sat there and watched the shit.
He watched the shit.
He enjoyed it. And then here's the funny thing. You know, I'm an Elon Musk fan, but I don't like how he's doing the Twitter stuff. So they released this stuff about deplatforming the president and all this stuff. And he didn't actually break any Twitter rules. He just used the platform to incite the riot.
110%.
To actually encourage these people to try to perform an insurrection.
That's right.
So, I don't know. And then, funny enough, those tweets were all deleted. So the only ones that were left were the ones at the end before they deplatformed him, where he said, please leave peacefully, blah, 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 and whatever. Which he should have done 3 or 4 hours before that. And that he finally did it under pressure from...
So do you have any concern that we have some copycat organizations in other countries trying to do the same thing?
Well, I mean, I think it certainly is a concern, and the internet and digital platforms allow stuff to spread a lot faster than in the past, but also I think makes it easier to track stuff down and corral it and so forth too. Like, NSA and such are going to catch stuff a lot quicker than they would have in the past too. I mean, you got people like Snowden who thought they were trying to save the country by wanting to release these secrets because the government's hiding this stuff from you and everything. There's a reason everybody doesn't know everything. It's kind of like the idea of, if you want to eat sausage, that's great, but you don't want to see how it's made. Right. You don't need to know everything. If you think you do, you don't have a life. I mean, literally, what the fuck are you doing with your life if that's your obsession?
So I think you have to be...
Sorry, you're so passionate about that.
But... Right, no. I think you have to be a nut job. You have to be crazy to first believe in a conspiracy. Because that's why it's called a conspiracy.
Right,
because
there's no way to prove it.
There's no way to prove it.
That's why it's called a conspiracy. Concept that's like these people that say the Earth is flat. I could prove that in some ways if you will let me show you a satellite photo, but then they'll say, oh, no, that's an altered. That's not real. So you can't prove something if someone won't accept the evidence of fact.
Do you know how Carl Sagan explained how the Earth was round? There was this Greek guy, this guy in Egypt. Okay? Uh-huh. He paid this guy to walk 700 kilometers to put an obelisk in the ground. An obelisk is a stick.
Right.
So they each had a stick in the ground, and at 12 o'clock they said, where's the shadow? One guy had no shadow. The other guy had like 3 degrees of a shadow. Mm-hmm. They did the math and figured out the circumference of the Earth.
Right. There you go.
2 sticks in the ground and some brain power.
It's been obvious for centuries that the Earth was round. One really big clue is if you look up in the sky every night, there's this round body called the moon.
And everything else is round.
Yes, everything's round that's in the sky. And that moon comes every day.
Every day.
Every day, and yet it disappears every day too. How do we explain that if the Earth is flat?
That was awesome. That was awesome.
So, of course, we do have spaceships now and space stations.
We have more news. We have more news. Here's our second piece of news.
All right. I see you updated the title of the show.
Yes, Slava Ukraine.
Okay.
Have you noticed my shirt?
I noticed your shirt looked cool. I don't know what it means, though.
It is the insignia of Ukraine.
Okay.
Blue and yellow. Cool. This is their insignia.
The blue and yellow makes sense. It looked like blue and white to me.
And so this is the
Ukrainian symbol,
insignia on their flag.
Oh, cool! Very nice.
Right.
What is it? Does it actually have a specific meaning?
Actually, there's something on the back.
Okay.
You have to look on the back.
Oh, and there's a word.
Yeah.
Which we cannot pronounce.
Can you pronounce it?
Yixbaya.
Yeah. Can you see it on the screen?
Yixbaya or something? I don't know. Yeah, they can see it on the screen.
You can see it on the screen, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll have to ask some people in the universe what this means.
What that means.
Right.
We could probably Google it too.
Maybe it means fuck Putin.
Probably.
So, here's some news. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Virginia restaurant.
I've been so busy I don't know anything.
You're going to love this.
Okay.
Virginia restaurant in Richmond, Virginia,
okay,
refuses to serve Christian group on December 9th. A Virginia restaurant canceled a reservation for an event hosted by a conservative Christian group, according to the restaurant Instagram account. The group is called Political Organization that seeks to... The group is a political organization that seeks to deprive women and LGBTQ plus persons of their basic rights. Okay? Now,
I do think that's a really long acronym.
Yeah.
It gets longer all the time.
Yes.
Hence the plus.
Yeah.
But that's another discussion.
So what happens here is...
It's about inclusiveness.
So what happens here is the leader of this Christian group, who they called and they said, oh, well, we're going to cancel you. You can't come eat here.
Uh-huh.
She says, that is that is infringing upon our basic rights to eat wherever we want to eat based on our religion.
But can't a private business decide who they want to serve?
Right now, the Supreme Court is trying.
They're looking at the bakery or whatever, the girl in
website,
Colorado.
The website thing.
Uh-huh.
This gay couple wants a website made for their wedding.
Uh-huh.
And this organization doesn't want to make a website for this gay couple.
Right. Isn't that related to this girl in Colorado or something? I mean, there's something at the Supreme Court about this where this woman has not even actually had this situation occur, but she's afraid it's going to happen. That someone wants her to do this thing which she doesn't want to do, and somehow she's going to be forced to do it. So this has gone all the way to the Supreme Court, and it's related to LGBTQ stuff. But she hasn't actually. How can that case get anywhere? The situation hasn't actually. It's hypothetical. Exactly. How does that get to the Supreme Court?
So then the question.
I don't even understand how that gets to the Supreme Court.
So then
it's real. It's not real.
It's not real. So here's the question: can businesses decide whether or not who they want to do business with based upon their own personal viewpoints, whether they're political, religious, or otherwise?
It's super complicated. I think that should be the case, but if you look back at the history of the country and the world, people would be excluded because you didn't like a black person, so you wouldn't let them eat at your restaurant and things like that. So it's complicated, but I think as a private business, you should certainly have the ability to choose to serve who you feel comfortable with as a business owner. But again, to be fair, this is where Jim Crow laws and stuff came from, which were clearly inappropriate.
So then the Supreme Court has made it.
It's a delicate,
right.
It's a delicate balance.
So the Supreme Court has made it abundantly clear that it is illegal to discriminate based on age, race, creed, or color,
right,
or religion.
Yeah.
Right? That's clear.
Right.
Now you have things like if you're gay, if you're transgender.
Right.
So right.
That's the discussion now.
Right now, it's your political views. Mm-hmm. If you're anti-abortion, then we don't want you. So then here's the question:
where does it start and stop? It can go off the rails and go too far.
I have my own personal answer, but I want to ask you: Is it okay for a business to say, I don't want to serve you because you're gay? I don't want to make a gay website.
I believe that a business has a right to choose to perform a service or not based on what they personally want to do. If it's a family-owned business, but I do understand the complications from the past. The reason that we have rights for gender, race, religion, things like that. But here's the thing. If someone doesn't promote a belief, it's not like a physical thing, right? If you're a race, it's a physical thing. So you can't say you can't come in because you're this race. I think that legitimately is protected.
That is abundantly clear that you cannot do that.
I believe that if it comes down to one of these belief things, that business is not going to question you coming to get a service there unless you decide to make a big deal out of it. So the idea that if you go into a business and you just want to be served, they'll serve you. If you all of a sudden start standing up and start talking shit about them.
So here's what happened.
Okay, but you understand where I'm going? Sure. So and again, when it's a religion, it's a philosophy thing. I think the business owner should have the right to say, thank you for coming here, but we don't want to serve somebody that wants to be belligerent and whatever. In other words, it's not because their philosophy, it's not their belief, it's because they're espousing it publicly.
Right. So this restaurant, the name of it in Richmond, I think it's called Mesgzer and Butcher.
Uh-huh.
That's the name of it in Richmond.
Okay.
Cool looking spot. we could fly there and have dinner. Okay?
Okay.
It's a cool looking spot. It's a spot you would like. So what happened was a reservation was made in this group's name. A server Googled it, found out that they were like against gay people and against abortion.
Mm-hmm.
And so they said to their boss, these are a bunch of, we don't support these guys. These guys are wackos.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to serve them. So the owner calls up the leader of this organization and says, we're going to cancel your reservation. We don't serve your kind. That's
I think that's really iffy. Because it was initiated by an employee doing something without this group actually coming in and causing a problem.
Right. So
that's kind of like what's going on with social media.
Here's my
take.
take.
Like the wokey thing.
Here's my take.
Okay.
I agree with you, John. And I'm going to take it a step further. Let businesses decide who they want to serve, because it's a free market, okay?
Right.
And if they don't want to serve Christians, if they don't want to serve Muslims, they don't want to serve gays, that's better for me, because I do.
Right, yeah. I mean,
right?
Bring benefit.
Anybody can come to Taqueria. Yeah. So if you want to discriminate because somebody's...
Free market.
Right. If you want to discriminate because somebody's this, that, and the other, perfect.
It works for you.
This is good for me.
Right.
Because point them to my restaurant.
I agree with that, and that's really clever and funny. But I mean, it is I will say that there is that employee choosing to research it and therefore denying that group the right to come there without that group causing a problem by coming in with signs and protesting.
Right.
I do think there was a legal issue there.
Okay, you bring up a good point.
Just saying, I believe there, because again, that takes you back to, oh, you're black, you can't come in here.
It's a slippery slope.
It's a slippery slope. That's my exact point. It's a slippery slope.
Right. Well,
you may not want them there, but at the same time, they have a right to be there if they choose to, if they don't cause a problem.
Break 19 radio check.
Yeah. If they cause a problem, kick them out.
Yeah. That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Good news brief bulletin discussion.
Give me a 2-minute update on your favorite guy in the world, Elon Musk. Please tell us about Elon Musk and why he is...
Off the rails?
Off the rails. 2 minutes. All right.
Okay. So...
Clock's ticking.
So I wish the Delaware court would let him get out of buying Twitter like he wanted to, but they pretty much forced him to go through, so he did. And he's got a good concept of free speech being a good thing. I don't think he really realizes the complete effect of free speech. Like a bunch of people saying stupid shit and people telling him to fuck off. Don't think that's constructive. Anyways, but what I think's taking him off the rails is this. One of his older sons from his first marriage, Xavier Musk, has legally changed his name to something like Francis something Wilson, his mom's name, and he's now a girl. Or at least he claims to be a girl. He's trans. And I believe Elon is blaming society on this. Nothing to do with him being an absentee father, being busy trying to save the world with electrification and clean energy and trying to get the world to Mars and revolutionizing the space industry. Giving people internet anywhere in the world, making it a safer place. And a lot of good things he's been doing. I think this kid... Kid has his things. He feels like he's a girl, and Elon's blaming the world for that, and he's trying to criminalize it by killing the woke mind virus, as he keeps saying.
Can you fix Elon Musk?
I think if I could arrange him and Obama to hang out for a couple of hours over a beer or two, maybe some Tesla tequila, I think the two of them could Obama could be his psychiatrist, I believe.
Okay, your 2 minutes are up.
All right, well, there you go.
The last segment is the pop question.
And I've been working on it, people.
John, are you ready for the pop question?
Never.
Now listen to me.
I'm never
This
ready.
pop question, John, you can't mess up. Okay, it's
I'm
either
always scared.
or.
Okay.
Are you ready?
No.
Are you ready?
But give it to me anyways. It's gonna
Either
come.
or. Would
Okay.
you rather have Smoking the Bandits 1977 Firebird, or would you rather have Magnum PI's 81 Ferrari? Go.
I'm a made in USA guy, so I should say the Firebird, but it was made in Canada, so I'm going to go with the Ferrari.
Okay, the
They're
Ferrari.
both imports.
Okay,
There you go.
Ferrari.
If the Firebird was made here, I would have gone for that.
Part 2. Would you rather have TC's helicopter and Magnum PI, or would you rather have the helicopter from Airwolf?
Don't know the Airwolf one. Help me on the Airwolf.
You never saw Airwolf?
I don't know Airwolf. The Huey, what is it? I don't know.
No, it's the 10 like Eurocopter with it's
Well,
quiet.
the Eurocopter would be cooler.
It's
Probably.
quiet. It's quiet.
Yeah,
Has
that,
quiet
that
mode.
would be cooler, probably.
Has missiles and stuff.
Yeah, that'd probably be cooler. Depends on what you're doing with it. See, there, I'm doing another thing. If you're flying around the islands of Hawaii, it's probably better to be in TC because you land in small areas with a small helicopter. So I'm gonna go with the. Since I know what it is, I'm gonna go with the TC one.
Would you rather? This is your redemption question.
All right.
Would you rather
Thank God I
have
get one?
this is
I'm
the
not
redemption
religious, but
question?
Thank God anyway.
Redemption question. Would you rather have from Star Trek the USS Enterprise, or from Star Wars the Millennium Falcon?
Millennium Falcon.
Good job, man.
100%. Millennium Falcon.
We're still friends.
Thank God.
It was fun,
Yeah, I'm
John.
not religious, but it's a phrase. Well, that's fun.
Good show, man.
Good show.
Thank you. That was
Dad,
it.
how are we doing the time there?
I don't know.
I'm
But it
always
was
trying
good.
to get us shorter, yet I talk too much.
All right. So, as we always say,
Auf
good
Wiedersehen.
night. Thank you. And
Wiedersehen.
hello to Buhan.
Hello, Bruhan.
And hello to our friends in Ukraine.
Yes.
Slava Ukraine.
Love Ukraine.
See ya. Thank you.
Hasta luego.
Hasta luego.